My name is Steve Wilson. I'm currently working as a project manager both for the Hancock County Commissioners and the Maumee Watershed Conservancy District, primarily related to flood mitigation projects. Primary reason I got involved with the flooding initially, or at least looking for solutions, there was a lot of talk about flood walls because that was a previous solution, and nobody's really talking about the transportation impacts. In the 2007 flood, the only way you could get across the Blanchard River through its entire length was I-75. You literally could not move. During the flood in 2007, I-75 was closed near the village of Bluffton because Riley Creek overflowed. Nobody's talking about the transportation impacts because Whirlpool, Ball Metal, Cooper Tire, none of them are in the floodplain, but their employees couldn't get to work during the flood. What was the economic impact of those businesses having to basically be closed for a week or so, and let alone their employees dealing with having to deal with the flood water, cleaning up their houses, things of that nature. So I came at it from a perspective of we can't just look at this as trying to reduce the water surface elevations and protecting buildings. We also have to look at the transportation impacts. One of the other interesting aspects of the flood mitigation project, back when we were trying to deal with the Corps of Engineers, there was a group of businesses in the community that got together and created what's called the Northwest Ohio Flood Mitigation Partnership. And their primary purpose was to try and move flood mitigation forward, make sure things would happen. And when Dr. Fell came to the community through the university, she really got behind the efforts and has been involved with a lot of meetings that I've been at, and very supportive of the flood mitigation efforts. One of the biggest things is there at Main Street and the river, we've got all those buildings we tore down. We have this blank canvas of grass. What do we do with that? I think that's one of the next steps and it's not necessarily a flood mitigation water surface reduction, but let's create something there that's not a visual eyesore anymore, that will be an attraction for people, and what can we do with that would help the community.